I'm not going to bother with the intro or any of that nonsense.
Heidi ho!
Tab and Randall.
Hi, Randy.
Just went and picked up cocktail kits from Castalia in Midtown.
Okay.
They serve little frozen mixers where you just plop it in a shaker and add 2 ounces of your favorite spirit and just shake until it's melted and it's got the right dilution. And
now my Facebook's blowing up because I just shit on this pick. And everybody's like, well, it's a good pick. Sorry, I'm having lions. I'm getting angry, Randy.
Oh. All right, we're live.
What's going on,
And
Penguicon?
yes, for those of you that are joining, we have no idea what the hell we're going to do.
We do so. What's going on, Penguicon? This is supposed to be the IT and the D show, the podcast, but we were supposed to be live in with a drink in our hand at the West End Hotel, but instead we are in our living rooms and basements and enjoying the quarantine. Hopefully everyone had fun last night doing whatever they were doing, and we're back at it today.
Yeah, this is the first of several we've got going on. Actually, we've got we've got another podcasting panel. We've got the 10 Commandments of Networking, and I forget what the other one is.
I don't know.
We got a 3, a 4, and a 5. I know that.
Geek something or other.
Oh, that's right. The geek argument throwdown, where we're gonna talk about how much the Terminator sucks and why the time travel paradox is a thing.
I just watched Bill and Ted's with my daughter as well, and
right.
that time travel doesn't make sense either.
Just bringing everybody to we'll save it for that.
No, man, like you give Genghis Khan an aluminum baseball bat, then you expect him to go back and then not know that he used to swing around an aluminum baseball bat, and now he's like gonna try to find
Well, everybody will just assume he's insane because nobody believes in time travel and nobody believes in he's a witch. Burn him.
And Socrates is gonna stop being a philosopher and open up a hot dog on a stick chain.
Socrates.
Right.
So yeah, I've popped my head into a couple of the other panels that have been going on. It seems pretty decent. I think all of the let's just pretend that Penguicon is still happening posts. Like I posted something earlier about, okay, yes, ship chopper for the 3rd time. No, you're not getting punked. Yes, this is a real order. Yes, all those quantities of liquor bottles are accurate.
So I definitely don't miss the coming into the party room on Saturday morning to try to like just clean it just a little bit.
Oh God.
In a semblance of normalcy.
The smell and the humidity.
Did you
yeah, those box fans are still in the back room at the studios, by the way.
When I was 19 or 20, my dad let me have a party, and I was like, yeah, go ahead and smoke in the basement. And when you're 19 or 20, you don't drink all your drinks.
Right.
You leave the half cup so you can brag you had 16 beers.
Right.
There's nothing worse as a human being than like 9 o'clock going, all right, asshole, you wanted the party, you go clean.
Right. And then the smell of, yeah.
2 Home Depot buckets full of backwashed mixed drinks, beer, and cigarettes. It was like, that smell still permeates in my nose, like to this day. And
yeah, that's a smell you don't ever forget.
No. Now, you wonder why I don't smoke. That's probably one of the reasons why. But like the Penguicon parties were always like, everyone's pretty good about not being a jerk and spilling stuff, but there's still cans of beer and cups like that weren't drank and crap left everywhere. And,
inevitably. I mean, I think we only ever had one spill where somebody doused the floor.
Like a big spill, yeah, but like
No, we had somebody throw up on a keg for crying out loud.
Oh my God, that was luckily those were empty. That was
nasty.
Atrocious.
I'll never forget, Randy. Do you know the story about the guy that stole the Jägermeister bottle?
Yeah, I was there.
Oh, that's right. All right, I wasn't sure if you were there that year or not.
Yeah,
it's one of my favorite stories. I'm sitting here DJing, and I see a guy go in the room, and he does a lap. And for some reason, I was gonna go ask him, or like just say, "Hey, what's up?" It's still a little early, and he goes in the cooler, grabs a whole bottle of Jägermeister, and leaves. And then I'm like, I go out the hallway.
Starts to leave.
Yeah. No, I caught him in the hallway, and I go, "What are you doing?" And he goes, "Well, I thought you were just giving those out." And I'm like, "Yeah, 1,100 people coming into our room. We're just handing out fifths of Jaeger so you can take them elsewhere."
I mean, we're idiots, but we're not idiots.
Right, exactly. You get a $20 bottle of Jaeger, and you get a $20 bottle of Jaeger. Spent $20,000 in Jägermeister. Hey, party!
What the hell happened to our marketing and advertising budget for the year?
Jaeger bottles for gifts. Yeah, and then you're not giving them away.
Yeah. The next year he comes to the door, he's like, "Am I still banned?" Yep.
Oh yeah, that's great. Like, the fact that he even acknowledged that he's banned.
Yeah.
Yes, you are. No, because I mean, like we did. I mean, we went through. God, I mean, because we always had probably like a 4-inch thick stack of towels underneath the coil box for the kegs. Because people are going to spill when they're pouring beer.
And the punch dispensers.
Yeah.
Well, we got what was the bill last year? There was like slash on the wall. Someone broke the lamp.
It was 2 years ago, and we still don't know what the hell happened. Like that.
No, I swear someone broke in our room because it was right behind me, and I didn't touch anything.
Yeah. The other shit. No, and that was only I think it was like $700.
Well, and then they had to throw away all the towels because they were all soaked with red and blue.
Well, yeah.
Kool-Aid,
because better the towels than the floor.
Right. Right. So seriously though, there's nothing like I still have pictures and videos and I show people, and like nothing does it justice.
No.
Explaining what happens. Like you can't do it justice by like when you say there's a hotel room party, you're like, yeah, whatever. There's like 8 people sitting on a bed. Like, no.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, whatever, you creepy old perv.
Well, that was that one year. Hey,
the first year that we heard there were room parties.
Hey, Bob, I'm going to get naked and light myself on fire. Would you like to watch?
Oh, my God. That was that. So, yeah, favorite Penguicon moment was right because we got talked into doing the Flirting for Geeks panel.
Right.
And as we're walking out after the panel's over, beautiful woman stops. She's like, "Oh my God, you guys were so great. Hey, I'm gonna be getting naked and lit on fire in my room tonight. Do you guys want to come?" And I look at Bob. Bob looks at me. Yes.
Yes, we do. How did we ever get roped on that panel anyway? I've been with my wife. It was but like I've been with my wife for like 23, 24 years, and it's like.
Yeah, but you're like me. You're still a rampant flirt. It doesn't, it's not like that stopped. But no, I mean, it's been, and everybody's joking about, by now the elevator would be broken. Oh, by now, everything, this would have happened.
Yeah, I saw Dana posted this morning that she was sad she had to make her own breakfast instead of having the buffet at the hotel.
Being able to stagger downstairs to the restaurant.
Hi, Dana. Love you.
I gotta give I'm not going to complain about the food there, but
But you're about to?
I almost feel like I need to.
Dude, for a breakfast buffet, what do you want?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's all just bacon. It's usually all I need anyway.
I was like, yeah, you were always grabbing an entire plate full of bacon and sausage. You would just
Sorry if I'm getting...
nom, nom.
Yeah. Sorry if... my session or I'm beeping by any chance. I'm getting my laptop's blowing up from notifications because I just shit all over the Detroit Lions 4th round pick.
I seriously don't understand why you watch it. All it does is just jack your blood pressure up. Like you're redder than you were 5 minutes ago.
Did I explain to you my Detroit Lions fandom, like what it is to me? It's an
abusive relationship. That's what it is.
It's my asshole brother. And every once in a while, he'll comb his hair and wear a tie to Easter dinner. And then 2 weeks later, he's lighting cats on fire. But I can't get rid of him because he's my brother. And I'm stuck with him. So that's my relationship with the Detroit Lions. Like I can't, no matter how much I try, he's still my brother. And, you know, I'm literally getting a notification every 10 seconds now going, you're stupid. But that's my, you know, anyway,
you
that's
pick
my,
the team. I would love to be able to pick the team.
right,
Like I said,
exactly.
it's like, you know, it's like I said, at this point, can we just like, can't they just be treated like an expansion team? Like just do over, like get rid of everyone and let them like pick a player from every team and get a couple first round picks and just call them mulligan. Like just do over.
If the Lions got to go to Vegas, like the Raiders, I would like instantly be the first fan that would be like, yep, I'm flying to Vegas like 6 times a year to go see games. Like I'm in.
Yeah, but they wouldn't be the Lions anymore.
Dude, have you seen what flights look like after this mess is over with?
At like $12.
No, they're like $140 to go to like Miami, because like, you know, I'm missing like our birthday trip and all that stuff,
right?
With the corona, you know, and I'm like, wonder what flights look like at the end of June, like if things are, you know. But then again, I don't know if things are getting opened up, so I'm not buying shit.
Right.
But flights are like 112, 90 for like, I'm talking round trip.
Oh yeah.
I'm not talking about like flying, you know, to Newark on a Greyhound bus.
It's there with, it gets you there with 3 stops and a layover and an overnight stay and
a direct flight. You know, well, that was the thing that got me, is because going to October, we were talking about making like a 5-day trip to Munich this year for Oktoberfest.
Right.
And Munich, well, they're like, it's in September. They're gonna announce it's closed now, and I'm like, well, you don't understand. Like, if you ever want to laugh or cry or anything, look at the inventory of the beer and food that Oktoberfest goes through, and go through the lost and found list of what they find every year. It's an amazing assortment of dentures and prosthetic legs and like thousands of wallets.
So it's like our room parties.
Oh, yeah, exactly. So just like the rando shit that they find in Lost and Found at Oktoberfest in Munich is absolutely genius. Like every year, I look forward to 3 things: reading how much beer and chicken they went through,
right?
All the pictures of people passed out in their own throw up and vomit on like the riverside, and then the Lost and Found list. But yeah, I can't go this year, so we're gonna go. I think we're gonna go.
Nobody can go this year.
No, I know. I think we're gonna go in 21.
You're not special.
Yes, I am, Randy. My teachers always told me in grade school I was.
Yeah, but they meant short bus and helmet.
Oh.
Jeff Marasini. Hey, can I have a bottle of Jaeger?
No. Yeah, fine.
Him. Yeah, we'd let him get away with that.
Apparently, there's supposed to be a Slayer Jägermeister bottle. Someone put it on my Facebook wall.
Really?
So there's something. If there's anything Pabst, Jaeger, or German and Facebook, someone has to post it on my wall.
Well, not someone. Usually, like 50 people.
Right. But like, so apparently, there's a special edition limited to 10,000 bottles of Slayer Jägermeister, but it was like UK only. But I gotta get my hands on one of these things.
I'm sure they're out there.
Right? Did they?
On eBaying, you will go.
What was the other flavor? Because didn't they do vanilla, like a vanilla spice that tastes like shit?
Yep.
And then there's supposed to be another flavor that they're supposed to come out with.
I thought I saw they were trying to do something like orange-ish, if I recall correctly. But just be Jaeger.
It tastes like shit on its own. Just leave it be.
Jaeger, right? Can we just have beer-flavored beer? That's all we want.
Yes. I just saw a commercial, Bud Light Seltzer. It's like,
yeah,
not beer. Like, you want to confuse your market any more than it is? Like, couldn't you call it like Blue Claw or some crap that, you know? Just saying.
It's the Bud Claw.
Right. Bud Claw, like Bud. That's what they do anyway.
Yeah, I mean, and then more. Does the world need more hard seltzer? Do we really need more of that around? Like, isn't White Claw enough? Like, isn't one brand of LaCroix in a can with Aquanet sprayed in it bad enough?
What are you going Bernie Sanders on me? Like, why do we need so much deodorant in the store? Because you can. Like, well,
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I do wonder why you need 87,000 brands of deodorant. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but
because some people like the white stuff that leaves the residue, and I like the gel stuff, and then some people like the spray. And
okay, so you got a couple gel things, a couple white things, a couple spray things. Do you need like 80 of each?
Yes, freedom of choice.
Nothing pisses me off more than when I find one I like and then it's discontinued. and then I have to go through like trying all the other scents and variants, and or like when a product line makes everything, but like you can get your Dove Men body wash and your Dove Men shampoo and your Dove Men deodorant and your Dove Men face wash or whatever, but then they like leave one of the line out, like they don't make the shaving cream, or they don't make the like. There's always a line that's missing one obvious thing, so you can't buy all of the same.
We're just waiting to pounce on you after this. I stopped listening after you said different scents. You got to try them out. Like they smell different. Like I just saw like Arctic Blue and like Ocean Spray was all the same shit. Like one's different.
It's like Skittles. They're all the same flavor.
Wait, hold on, Randy. Explain that one to me. Do they smell different? Like
yeah, heck yeah. They're made with different aromatics. All of them. Every scent is different.
The musk one that smells like dirty cowboy boots, but like what's the other ones?
There's some that smell like orange peel, or they smell like cedar wood or myrrh, or
the hell's myrrh? Myrrh.
My current go-to is Old Spice Cracking Guard. It's got the blue octopus on the front. Squid, I guess.
I got nothing. I
yeah.
can't even.
Give me my right guard. Oh my God, my wife, she's cleaning out. And like, what else are you gonna do these days besides reorganize and clean up all your shit?
Right.
I have my my little tote, my mini tote full of all my colognes. She's like, can we just throw this shit away? And I'm looking through it, going, you can't throw away my Drakkar from.
I was going to tell you, I'm like, you know, you've got Drakkar Noir in there somewhere.
I was going to say I have old bottle of like Adidas Moves, or the Lone Star, True Star from like 2002.
Oh, it's okay. I was cleaning out stuff, and I found an old bottle of Eternity.
I have a bottle of Cool Water. I had like a bunch of shit that was given to me as gifts over the years for Christmas that I never opened or touched.
Well, I'm trying to figure out, like, and that was the other thing. I'm like, I stumbled. I'm like, who in the hell bought me like an Axe gift kit? Like
somebody who didn't know what to get you,
or like who knows me and thought that I would want like a kit with like Axe, but I'm gonna sound like Randy for a second, with like Axe body spray and shaving gel and deodorant and
Dave, it was regifted. You know?
It probably was. I just don't know who thought.
Thanks, Grandma Betsy.
Right.
You know, I used to get, man, the stuff, the shaving kits and all that, like I got so much of that. Like there's just all over the.
Clearly, you're making good use of them these days.
Quarantine beard, man. Yeah. Now that I'm being called Santa Claus and mocked by my friends.
Nice.
I am loving all those screen captures. That's pretty amazing.
I don't feel like shaving, so like,
there's nothing wrong with it.
That's what like my wife was like, you want to trim your neck, and you know, I'm like, yeah, that's fine, because you know I can't go to the barber, and I'm like, she was, and we're gonna shave too, and I go, no. She's like, and we're gonna shave too. I'm like, no, shave, no, I'm good.
Shave,
no,
shave,
no, good, I'm good. But see now, like the weird thing is now, like we're still doing video interviews at work,
right?
And there's 4 of us that are on our side on the panel. And there's usually one person on the other side, which is interviewing for the job. Literally, all of us are bald with a beard. Like it's gotta be like the most intimidating. So like those guys are hardcore engineers. So this is where it gets funny. First thing they're questioning is like, all right, so you're deploying, you know, in Azure, and you're doing this, and talk to me about the network and the setup and the DNS, and finally gets to me, and I'm like, all right, favorite sci-fi movie. Like I try to like you know, because like I'm trying to like lighten up. I go, all right, you're getting a softball with this one,
right?
I did the explain to me Terminator time travel. Like, the one guy's like completely stumped. He's like, wait, what? Like, so then I'm like, I go, guys, is this all right, me doing these questions like this? He's like, oh my God, yeah. Like you break up the mood, you make things like, I go, you guys aren't human. Like you guys understand this, right? There's a reason we call you Ash and Bishop behind your, you know, behind your backs. It's because you guys are androids, not the.
I mean, dude, that's the same kind of stuff I used to do in it. You know, that I do in interviews all the time. Is, you know, tell me what your favorite movie is, and then just to make sure that they're not making something up. Okay, now what's your favorite quote from it?
Right.
Just because it's not just about skill when you're hiring somebody. It's like the analogy I've always used is building a team is like building a fish tank. It only takes one overly aggressive fish or one fish with a disease to wipe out an entire tank, and so you're looking for personality fits too.
Well, I go, what's the one scene in that one movie where they're hacking, and it's complete, and you get completely red in the face and screaming at the movie, and they're like, everyone's got a story of like weird science where they're like going down that hallway and there's a skull and crossbones.
There's a skull and crossbones.
Yeah, no, the firewall got me. Everyone's got that scene, so like that's always it always breaks up the mid interview. And they start talking about like, yeah, the movie The Swordfish, yeah, not happening. Like that's not.
That's such a good movie.
You know what? It's not a bad movie, actually. You know what movie sucks? I watched last night. It just got dropped from Netflix. The Chris Helmsworth Save a Kid movie. It's called like something. It's shit.
Like Chris Evans?
No, Thor. Chris Helmsworth.
I was gonna say Chris Evans just did a movie like that too.
He's got to go save some kid. Like Extraction, I think it's called. Extraction Point. I was up till 3 a.m. watching it last night because I was hoping that it would end good. It's a pile of garbage.
Lindholm, you guys are doing Voight Kampf tests when you're hiring people? Yes, we're looking for replicants. That's exactly what we're doing.
No, because we talked about that, I think yesterday or the day before, like, what's your hobby? Like, I want to know, like, or what's your home network look like? Right?
Yeah.
Like, what I asked the other day, like, what's your hobby? And she's like, oh, I watch TV. You have any questions for us? No.
Bye.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
yeah.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for playing. Pick up the complimentary pen on your way out. Yeah, that's
right. Well, we want the guy that's like, hey, I'm rebuilding this, and I bought this server, and that's the crap you want to hear, especially.
Yeah, you're actually doing something and keeping yourself relevant.
Right.
So I guess we'd be remiss, if we didn't touch upon the fact that the lockdown just got extended through May 15th, although with some relaxed rules. The one thing that makes me laugh is you are required to wear a mask if you go out, unless you are medically unable to do so. But they're not really going to be any fines or anything if you're not wearing a mask. So to me, that just means nobody's going to be wearing a mask.
But it's like no shirt.
I'm wearing masks when I go out.
But it's like no shirt, no shoes, no service type of thing. Where like
the stores can refuse you entry if you're not wearing a mask.
Yeah, they can do whatever. They can refuse entry because it's me. You know what I mean? Did you ever see there's a meme going on? Probably not because you're, but it's like, so what you're saying is we don't have to wear a mask, but we have to wear a mask. And then number 2, like you can't buy garden supplies, but you can buy garden supplies. And 3,
that blonde lady. You can't go outside unless you need to go outside. In which case you can go outside, but you shouldn't go outside.
Right. You can go boating, but you can't go boating if there's a motor on the boat. But you can boat. But you can't fish, but you can fish. Like,
you can golf, but no golf carts.
Right. Like, just tell me what the goddamn rules are, and I'm in. Like, I'm not fighting you. Like, I don't want to get my family sick, man. Like,
just be clear. That's all I ask. Like, just make it simple. And again, it's like I said, and I get it. Like, they are unfortunately having to legislate for lowest common denominator. Like, it's not us that they're legislating for, because we tend to actually have and use a little bit of common sense. But the people that aren't, that's the issue.
What is the thing I've been sending around lately? It's the Facebook certified infectious disease expert.
Oh yeah, dude. I've been posting that everywhere.
Yeah, you have now you have See, and here's the thing that gets me.
Yeah, all my friends 3 months ago, constitutional scholars. All my friends for the last month,
right?
They're immunologists.
Right. Well, and that's the thing that gets me is you got it's super easy to trash on Trump, and I'm no fan, but here he looks at a doctor and says, hey, can we investigate this? Then the next thing you know, the whole planet is going, injecting Clorox. It's like, man, the guy says dumb enough shit. And we're just trying to ask medical professionals and infectious disease doctors, what can we try that hasn't been tried that we can do?
Okay,
fixes.
There should but there's a bar, and that bar is you as a human being should already know that injecting bleach or swallowing Clorox is not a good idea because that's how people commit suicide.
Just a spoonful of
wife,
Clorox helps the temperature go down.
Como's wife was bathing in bleach and like said that healed her.
Okay,
so now
well,
you have like
bathing in not equal to swallowing or injecting.
but still, you don't want to bathe in bleach.
No, I would imagine that gets a little burny.
I don't know. I never had my butthole bleached. Maybe
that's your story. You're sticking to it.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I mean it is. I mean, and so it's tacking another 2 weeks on it, and I get it. And this is. Dude, these are rough times, especially when you got, people that are laid off and nobody can get through to the unemployment office and nobody can get, certified to get their unemployment checks and all that stuff. I mean, like that, if nothing else, this has shown, I mean, like this has put a big, nasty spotlight on where the failure points in the systems are.
Well, I think we talked about this already. Did you see 2015, I believe, the Bill Gates TED Talk?
For sure. Where he was, we did. Yeah, we talked about this on the show. Where and he wasn't specifically talking about this, but
just
he
the
was
virus in general.
Yeah,
where we're not prepared. And here's the thing: there's so much misinformation, and I don't know what's real and what's not. That's why I don't spread it. I don't talk about it. But like, you have people right now saying like Medicare is paying more if it's a COVID case, and they're paying triple if it's on a ventilator. So now that people are talking about like, oh, now they're just pushing people to say they had COVID when they didn't, so they get paid more by Medicare, and it's like I'm so sick of people just like, enough of the misinformation. Like, no one, I don't even know what's real anymore. I have no idea.
Well, and I think that and I do. I mean, and we've talked about this before too, where I think the vast majority of the angst that's going on is because people want concrete answers, and they want like concrete deadlines, and they want firm answers, and there aren't any. Like they're still like they just figured out. No, the first deaths in the United States weren't at the end of February; they were the first week of February. They just figured that out. And oh, by the way, they just figured out that the first week of January, there was somebody, at least one person walking around CES that was infecting a bunch of people, who then flew out.
How many people are at that thing? Oh my God.
170,000 people attended that. And so, right. And then flew back to all parts of the country. And so like, again, it's getting more and more like, God, I've said all along, that shit that I had, that third week of January through the first week of February, I'm convinced that's what that was. And it's becoming more and more likely that, yeah, it really was.
Did you see what Sweden was doing?
I saw that they were starting to open back up, and everybody was basically still staying inside.
They never closed. They were trying to do herd immunity, where like everyone collectively was like being
the Vegas plan,
right? Like everyone was being dirty together, but they were isolating from like the old people and
like when our parents had chicken pox parties for us.
Right. Dude, that's totally what they're doing. Get it over with, everybody at once. No, but see, I had it during WrestleMania 3, and we had third row seats, and I cried for a month.
Broke your heart.
To this day, that's one of my top 3 letdowns in life.
Yeah, but no, I do. Like it's like I said. I mean, I get the angst that there aren't any real solid answers out there, but I mean, there aren't gonna be. We just figured out, what was it, like 5 years ago? They just finally figured out what the actual pathogen path of the Spanish flu from 1918 was. So, I mean, granted, I mean, that's 100 years ago, and they just figured that out. So, I mean, it's going to be a while before, we really know what the hell's going on and when the hell it was really going on. And it's science, and science isn't fast all the time. Science actually takes time.
The problem is when you put loose guidelines together that can be interpreted differently.
Yes.
Different people looking at it differently. And going,
that's what I said. Be clear. Just be clear.
Right. And if you just come out and say like, again, that's why, we kind of argued about that the other day. Like, why? Okay, this store is open, but they're not. But they can be. But they're like, so now we're picking and choosing, and this is good, but that's not good. All it does is puts fuel in the fire and adds confusion to this whole thing.
True. Well, and the other part of it is if you put things out there without easy to understand explanations, because I mean, it's like, when we were talking, like, hey, no, the reason why they wanted the Myers of the world to close their garden centers wasn't because they didn't want people buying garden stuff. It's because they wanted people to actually be able to get into the store to buy their groceries and then GTFO.
They never explained it that way. That's the thing.
Exactly. And
they sold it like shit.
Yeah.
Like, all you had to do is do a rough explanation, like going, hey, in stores that have, like, mega stores that have multiple shit, like, we're going to keep it open for essential items only, and we're going to cut down the square footage. Like, they never put rules in, like, right off the bat. They should have said, okay, we're going to one person per 100 square feet, 6 feet apart. All the non-essential shit is roped off, because we need people to get their essential items to get the hell out.
Yeah.
One person per cart. Like, they never, like, it wouldn't be that, I don't want to say it wouldn't be that hard, because again, you don't really know, but you either do or you don't.
Well, again, if you're going to be legislating for the lowest common denominator, then explain it like I'm 5. Like that, it shouldn't be that complicated to figure out that you need to do that.
I'm writing documentation now, Dave. You should be so proud of me. Randy too, because he's technical writer. But like,
how much is your head exploding?
No, dude, it's doing snippet just. But like, I'm like, basically it's explaining it like I'm 5, because I'm training our level 1 help desk on doing Citrix remediation.
Okay.
Like, because things are getting escalated to our team, and it's like, wait a minute, this stuff's too,
Yeah, you should be able to handle this.
Right. So we're like, basically I'm writing it like, okay, now in the task bar, the task manager, if you see a Citrix session, please right click and remove. And then restart, and then open Citrix, like I have to like write it almost like I'm talking to my 5-year-old.
Well, dude, I mean, you've seen the ops guide that I wrote for our engineers. I mean, it's okay. Push this button, never ever push that button. And if you do push that button, push this button and pray everything works again.
No, when you say don't even say it, because they'll push it. When you say don't push this button, everyone's gonna push it. It's true because it's happened.
Oh no, and it's happened. But the problem is if you don't tell them why they're not supposed to push that button, because I mean that's like with the software that we use, that interface, that big red button looks like it should be a record button, but it's not. It breaks everything, and so you have to don't ever push that button. And here's why.
Who's a stupid UI?
Yeah, I know the UI person that put that together. That was I can't tell you how many times I've bitched about that to them.
Watching too much Ren and Stimpy, the shiny candy-like button.
Right. Not the wet one. Don't ever push the wet one. So I guess how are I mean, I know, Randy, that you don't have kids, but like, so Bob, like how are your kids doing
Tony.
with all this nonsense? Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure Tony looks at it the other way.
Well, the bad thing is my daughters all have homework, and they got the Google Classrooms and all that. But they're up till 4 a.m. and sleeping till 2, and then taking care of all their work. But like Maggie is in pretty advanced soccer, so like she goes out and runs a mile a day. They have Zoom meetings every day for the soccer team, and like there's homework every day. They want them to watch old film. Like it's nuts how much, like, I don't want to say there's more work, but like with me working from home, like we're more productive now than we were, and I think like with the kids now, like, luckily it's kind of like we're in like the 6th inning of a baseball game, and we're winning, and it's an official game if it rains out too long.
Right.
So like my kids both have straight A's, and I'm just hoping now that the rain out extends past 1 a.m, so they just call it. They get stuck with the straight A's. But no, they got like Google Classrooms. Like there's a schedule like every day that like 4 or 5 hours.
Oh yeah, same.
But it's
interesting. Like I feel like they're actually like before their spring break hit, I feel like they were probably getting slammed with too much work when they were just trying to adjust to the situation, and it seems to have balanced out now, like after the fact. Like I feel like it's more normalized for them now.
Well, I feel for the teachers. I mean, we always talked about the definition of herding cats.
Oh man.
Run a classroom of 30 people in Zoom,
and
try to have some sort of normalcy without Timmy trying to scream, be heard and pooping. And everybody giggles, and, right? Like
it's hard to be a class
chaos.
clown these days. It really, really is. It's. But no, I mean, yeah, my kids are the same thing. Like they've got their weekly schedule of meetings with the teachers, and they can get they can sign up and request like an extra session if they're not getting something or stuff like that. Or like in my kids' case, when I teach them the way that I learned how to do things, and it's not what the teacher wants to see, and then they have to go relearn it the way the teacher wants them to do it. So,
Yeah, I'm just we're watching a lot of crappy movies. They're playing a lot of games. It's summer break.
I think the best analogy I've seen said just basically you just have to assume that you're a first shift worker and your kids are third shift workers, and your paths might cross every now and then, but that's just how it's going to be.
Oh, my kids are like when my wife's working like half a schedule at the hospital, so like when she's not here, and plus with me with my leg, I'm not. I have to order DoorDash. I can't go out with food, or I can't make anything. I can't even go in the kitchen. So then my older two will come
because you bought a
downstairs.
house that looks like an MC Escher painting. That's why.
Yeah. But my older two will come downstairs around 2:00 going, "Oh, you guys ate whatever?" Like,
oh yeah, because you slept until 2. Yeah.
I too would order you lunch, but you gotta eat whatever. You eat some Crustables or whatever shit's in the freezer.
If you'd wait, yeah. I mean, and it's hard. Like I've been trying a little to get them a little bit back on something of a normal schedule, just because I like it's like John, dude, he's my gamer kid. He's like trying to be on his Xbox as late as he possibly can, and they just got phones for Easter, so Sammy got a new phone, John got his first phone, so they're texting and messaging and FaceTiming and all that kind of crap. But then like he's having real problems. Like his first school thing is usually at 10:30, and that's a struggle with him, hard to like for him to be up and have his eyes open for that. So I'm trying to get him back to something approaching normal, but I don't think I'm going to win that fight.
Well, we have to, we still have to punch. We virtually punch in at work. So like I'm finding myself like later and later and later and later. It's like I'm going to stay up and watch this crap.
Wait, there's only 2 more episodes? Yeah.
Well, that's the joke. Like, I'm going to sleep on the recliner tonight to cut down on my morning commute.
Oh, my God. I'm almost late to get to the couch.
Pretty much. And the funny thing is I did a work from home class at work because, like, I've been doing it for 15 years.
Yeah.
So, like, everyone, it's funny when I see like, okay, the top 3 places you can be. 1 is if you actually have a home office. 2 is like the kitchen table. 3 is the basement. The worst place you can be is the couch. And I'm looking at the room. There's like 8 people on couches, and I'm like, but if it works for you, like I don't want to shit on you. Like, because the biggest struggle from working from home was always trying to explain to my house that even though I'm here,
I'm not here. Yep.
And trying to like, no, I can't go get oranges at Meijer. I'm working. Like,
yeah.
Just be, and I think that's what a lot of people struggle with is when, their spouses or significant others or their kids, like they don't, like, yes, you're allowed to speak to me, but like, I'm not like, I can't do anything because I'm literally working.
Yeah. Well, and I do. And I'm curious to see how much of this hangs around after. Like, is this, our place is going to relax a little bit about the whole work from home thing, especially if you're getting metrics that say, hey, like these teams are actually more productive. Maybe we should let them hang at home a day or 2 or something like that.
So we've already said that it's not going to happen. Don't even ask.
Really?
It's kind of funny. Yeah. As much effort and much.
Because reasons.
No, there's a, and I kind of believe it, that it's all about the collaboration and the group learning, because that was a big thing that they thought they were going to miss. And so I got to ask, like, what's your team doing to continue that? I go, we have a teams group open with the greater team, and then with my sub team, and there's chats going all day. He goes, is that what that beep is? I go, yeah. I go, there's probably 1,000 chats going through all day, and if anything needs, Teams is an amazing collaboration tool. If you haven't done it extensively, like I have in my Teams group, we have like a Kanban board, I have a scheduler, like the whole, like literally we can plan out the whole week just by using our Teams group. So like, I don't think the collaborations really lacked. It's the human touch, the human element, the going to lunch, the yuck jokes at the water cooler, the instead of leaning over and cracking a joke or asking a question, now I have to like call you. You know what I mean? Like everything's a thing.
Yeah.
So like there's some really good things. There's some really bad things that come out of working from home. I wouldn't mind a mix, but like that's just me.
Yeah. Well, and some of it depends on the role that you fill. I mean, if you're a network or server admin or something like that, I mean, you can sit there and watch and monitor stuff remotely. Just as you can watch the lights blink here as well as you can watch the lights blink there. But it depends on the role.
I wish that's all I did was watch blinking.
Right. Yeah, now you're just watching eyes blink over Zoom meetings.
No, I mean the thing is, like, what we're seeing now is there's some issues that are the same issues twice, but like we're in a bring your own device environment. There's nothing ubiquitous. So like that's our struggle is, I'm on a Chrome OS, I'm trying to do Skype to Skype over Citrix to VMware. One person's in Horizon, one person's in Citrix. We're trying to do a Skype to Skype sharing and it's not working. Or the session froze and I lost all the shit I downloaded to my desktop in my virtual session. Like we're just like nothing's the same.
Right.
Everything is new. And that's why like everyone that's fixing these problems, like, shit, I've never seen this. What is this? And everybody jumps in and tries, it's
Google.
Not really. Like, it's not like, this isn't something like a lot of the stuff. These issues are so weird.
Yeah, they're not all that common. That's what I was going to say.
Right. But here's the thing: you're using a database that's 20 years old, like that's got like fancy GUI in the front of it. You have all these like
with 3 weird connection layers in between it and the UI. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we have all these custom applications that we use for document management and all these things.
Yep.
Like we're not just surfing the net and doing Gmail. Like our environment's so crazy that there's nothing that's happening the same twice. All these errors, like I'm in the ticket queue all day, man, and there's nothing twice. Like it's insane the stuff we're dealing with.
I mean, I guess that's good. It's never boring.
No, there's never. I haven't had a boring day since I've been here. Like, like literally the TV's off. Like I don't even have like back. I used to have like ESPN on when I was in sales. You know what I mean? Like now it's like I'm like literally in work all day. Like, and I'm not bored because we're I got 4, 5, 6 meetings still on Teams, and then all of in the queue. So yeah, I guess I'm one of the lucky ones that I'm not going nuts with this crap.
How you holding up, Randy?
And you're yawning at 2:00 in the afternoon. So
dude, I told you, big giant sandwich food coma.
I'm still trying to figure out the optimal workspace. I have upgraded from working on the couch on a TV tray to putting my work computer on my desk, but I've got 2 computers of my own here, so it's tight fit, and so just trying to squeeze everything in to get myself a good workstation is rough.
I think my work thing, I'm so spoiled at work because we have dual monitor, 27-inch monitors. Then I put my laptop in a stand in the middle, with keyboard and a mouse. Like, I almost will never work that so like my Teams is in the middle. Then I have my the emails on the left and my browsers on the right. With the queue. Yeah. I almost need to redo my work office or my work desk just to like mock that, because it's a phenomenal way to work.
Yeah, I'm considering getting a new monitor with multiple inputs so I can have my personal computer and my work computer on the same monitor and just switch between them.
Yeah, dig it.
It's a thing. All right, well, rather than force it, you want to cut this, or
yeah, what's the rest of our day look? Yeah, but that's fine. We can cut.
I was gonna say, I mean, it seems like we're winding down anyway.
No, it's fine. You are. I'm not.
No, dude, I've got a Red Bull. I'll be fine. I'm just saying.
So we're on. So now we got a 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and 5.
3, 4, and a 5. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll see everybody at 3 o'clock for the podcasting workshop, hopefully with a special guest.
Yeah.
But hey, we're gonna wrap up this bullshitting session of the IT and the D show for Penguicon edition. On behalf of Bob and Dave and Randy, I guess we'll see you at 3 o'clock.
All right. See you guys.
Cheers.